Good afternoon. This is Babanu. The last video, the sound wasn't good. I was using a mic, so here we go again. Um, One, I want to address the Shemhamphorash oracle issue, but I'll address the amuletic jewelry. The pieces that I got, of course, I knew that they were gold filled fine, and I knew that they had to be made with some other metal, and I was hoping that it was steel because I had given up on copper, on finding good copper links, good, copper jewelry. I was asking around to, have it made, and I just kept running into dead ends. But I hadn't fully given up on finding it, and finding a way. I had pretty much given up at that time. I said, you know what? Um, Let me get some steel made pieces that are hard, that can't break, etc. And when I ran into these particular people that were selling this type of jewelry, my main thing was that it was hard. It was a hard metal. They told me that it was gold feel fine. I need to make sure that the clips are really, really strong. Those two main things, and the way that they can maneuver, bend and stuff like that. So, I was pretty satisfied, but I didn't think that it was copper underneath. And, I was, putting it through the test and the rigors and stuff like that to really see, what it will reveal. And then I saw the copper on it. I saw that it was copper on the inside. So I was like, I had already pretty much signed off on it being steel backed. I pretty much signed off on that because I was like, you know what? Let's just get the hardest metal for the amulets. Let's just get the hardest metal, and it has stones in it. The reason why I still am, and I'm glad that I found that this one is copper, is because I was given a prescription. The only thing left out of this is magnet. I need magnetic hematite, but the clear cubic zirconiums, the clear lab diamonds, will function as clear quartz crystal because it had to be clear quartz crystal. It has to be clear. Then it has to have copper, and it needs magnet to facilitate certain things. Now that's not necessary for what amulets done, and having them consecrated with deities in them is not necessary because they function similar to shrines, and shrines don't have are not mandated to have copper, magnet, and crystal. So that's a particular function with copper, magnet, and crystal that I am looking for. But there are two pieces that I found that I have settled on that are doing everything that I need, from belt to what I call the X Factor to necklace. Everything that is pretty much it in terms of bangles, or in terms of anklets, the ones for the anklets and the ones for the hands. I've also, got that sorted out. That was already sorted out. So, this has been a journey in me finding the right pieces that are not going to break. That's the main thing. And with the one that I'm using as a belt, I don't see that breaking in my lifetime. That's a piece that I'm going to have that will not break for, you know 4 decades. And that's the main piece that I'm looking at in terms of fulfilling, you know the upper body part of what I'm looking to achieve and what these amulets are for. The second thing is on the Shemhamphorash oracle. That's very, very important to me. It's an angel oracle deck, meaning a deity oracle deck. It has deities in it. Angels are deities, and that's what the cards should consist of. Joel Benjamin added a Tree of Life card, and that really has to be explained, and it gives the oracle a nuance. You know, just in terms of consulting that oracle, there's information that I definitely didn't give you. I don't know if Joel Benjamin has it. I really don't know, but you know, you need a yes or no coin, which should be obvious because it has the negative side of the angel and the positive side. And a lot of the people that called and got the readings and birth angel readings and stuff like that, they saw that there was a negative and there was a positive. So when you consult that oracle on something, you have to see if it's in the negative or it's in the positive. You know, um, if you pull that tree of life card, what are you going to do? What do you know of the tree of life? But the thing is that all 72 of those angels point to different spheres on the tree of life already. They open the way to accessing the tree of life deities, and you're supposed to access the one or the ones that it opens its gates to, that it can open its gates to. And you're supposed to do three cards. It's a three-card oracle. You pull three cards. You get three birth angels. You do a reading, you get three cards, and it's called having a trivector. If you think of even a sniper scope, that it's a triangle. It's for triangulating what you're trying to achieve. That's why it's three cards. That's why it's three birth angels. So if you pull two cards in the tree of life card, what does that mean? And that's why it was critical that I addressed that. And that really should have been, discussed, because when you pull the tree of life card, which sphere on the tree of life are you going to be working with? It has to be two out of three cards, and it has to be corresponding to what spheres those particular cards open the way to. And the other important thing now is, how do you utilize the angel? How do you get the benefits of the angel? What ways you can try. Okay, that's the key word, is try. And there are two or three ways. You know, there are things that you can do that you need to know how to do. And last but not least, don't burn a card. Don't burn an angel for help. That doesn't make any type of sense at all. Peace.